Hey everybody, Ken here at CCG Vlog. 5 events this weekend, 8 CSOP events. This is gonna be a massive vlog because we got so many great CSOP events. It's like the weekend of mixed and goofy events that you will ever find. 5 days in a row of charity poker. Let's hop right into it. Wednesday, July 17th, we're at the Over and Under Sports Bar in downtown Chicago, Halstead and Diversey. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 18th through the 21st, will be at the Bridgeview Community Center. So Wednesday in Chicago, Thursday through Sunday at the Bridgeview Community Center. 5 days of poker starting tomorrow if you're watching this on Tuesday evening, or today, starting today, either way. Let's just go right into the CSOP events. All right, CSOP event number 9 is going to be the 4 p.m. $150 Chicago stack, ergo in Chicago at Over and Under. 4 p.m. start. Late registration and re-entry until 6 p.m. 50K starting stack with the add-on and the on-time bonus. 20-minute levels, which means late reg goes until 6 p.m. It is double points. It's the only CSOP event this weekend that is double points. So that's very key. Typically, it's the biggest Chicago stack that we have, or the biggest tournament in Chicago. Get there, tee times. The start time is at 4 p.m. and we'll dedicate as many tables as possible. We'll do our best we can. Come out and see us. Parking is not free, but there's tons of street parking at Halstead and Diversey. It's a really fun spot. They got great food and drink specials. It's a blast. You should come and see us, especially for that double point variance. Should be great. All right, Thursday the 18th, Bridgeview Community Center. We've got the $40 Big Bird. That's event number 10. It's the regular bird structure, except it costs $40. $32 goes into the prize pool. $8 is the hosting charity rake. So it's just a juicy bird, just like on Thanksgiving. You get a big juicy bird. Payout will be great, and it's the same structure, but tons of fun, and it is a CSOP event, which means you do earn those very valuable CSOP points. Big Bird is event number 10, 2 p.m. late reg until 3:15 on that one. Thursday evening, the 6:30 time slot is going to be the $150 Progressive Bounty Tournament, CSOP event number 11. 30K in chips with your $10 add-on, 20-minute levels, which means the start time's at 6:30, late reg until 8:30. Progressive Bounty, each bounty is worth $25. When you get into the money, you get to keep all the bounty chips that you have accumulated. The catch with the Progressive Bounty, though, is whenever you're all in, if you're at risk, if your tournament life is at risk, all bounty chips that you have in your possession go into the pot. Doesn't matter how many bounty chips the other player has. If you get knocked out of the tournament, you give up all your bounty chips. If you've knocked out 3 players and now you got 4 bounty chips, 3 that you knocked out, 1 is your original, those 4 bounty chips go into the prize or into the pot, and regardless of how many your opponent has, if they beat you and knock you out of the tournament, they get all of your bounty chips. Your bounty chips are not safe until you're in the money. Once you're in the money, you get to keep all of them. It's a super fun tournament. It's a different it's a different type of bounty tournament, and typically it's pretty fun and wild. I just heard a story where a gentleman went all in with 9 bounty chips versus a 1 bounty chip, lost. That guy banked into the money as well as the 9 bounty chip bonus. So it's a blast. That's the unfair portion of it. It's really great if you're on the other side, the one guy who had the 1 bounty chip and then walked away with that one with 10. So be that as may, Progressive Bounty is tons of fun and an exciting tournament, event number 11. All right, then we go to Friday. 1 CSOP event on Friday, event number 12. It is the $50 deuce to 7 low ball, no limit, single draw. Might be the longest event name that is in the entire CSOP. $50 buy-in, get you 10K in chips, 15-minute levels, $5 add-on to get to that 10K. Late registration will be an hour and a half in that one, so right around 10 o'clock. Deuce to 7 is where you're trying to make the worst hand possible, which would be 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in low ball, or deuce to 7 low ball, straights and flushes do count. So you can't make a wheel, ace, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be a straight, and that would be no good. Ace, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would be ace high. Ace is always high in this one. Never low, always high in low ball. So face cards are bad. and you only get one draw. So it's no limit. So you bet just like normal no limit Texas Hold'em, except you're going to get 5 cards. You're trying to make the worst card possible or worst hand possible. It's a mixed game. It's tons of fun. People love it. Deuce to 7 low balls, event number 12, 8:30 on Friday. Brings us to Saturday and halfway through the CSOP events. I know, I told you it was going to be a long vlog. 4 p.m. on Saturday is the $120 event number 13, Lifeline Deep Stack. This is the regular Deep Stack structure, 40K in chips, $120 buy-in, $10 add-on, 15-minute levels for the first 10 levels, 25-minute levels after that. Regular Saturday stack structure. However, you get a little added bonus. The little added bonus for this one is the Lifeline portion of this tournament. You're going to get 3 lifelines in this one. Kind of like Who Wants to Be a Bajillionaire. Phone a friend, run it twice, and expose a card. So phone a friend is just what it means. You throw in that phone a friend, and the idea is you can call a friend, you can ask somebody at the table, you can ask a buddy, you can discuss poker with another player during an active hand, which is something we never get to do, and it is, you know, it's valuable. I think people always overlook that particular lifeline. It's a big one. Please don't ask me for any advice. I am a terrible no-limit Texas Hold'em player, and I'm not much better at PLO, so bear that in mind. Second lifeline is run it twice. You have to be all in. You can't use the run it twice until you're all in. If there's an all in, and he calls or she calls, and you decide, I want to run it twice, you can play your run it twice card, and you can run it twice. You can't say, well, I'll call if you're going to do, none of that stuff. It has to be all in. Okay, please expose your hands. Hold on. I'm going to use a lifeline, and the lifeline is, I want to run it twice. If it's a full board or just a turn river, whatever the case may be, you can use that run it twice. It's an extremely valuable one. I might have overspoke about the phone a friend. It is nice to ask other players for advice. You can actually do so legally, but run it twice is good. You can't see the other player's hand and then run it twice. It's all in, call, before you expose your cards, hit a run it twice. Let's see, what's the third one? Third one is expose a card. Another great one. If you are unsure, if a player goes all in and you're trying to decide, you can say, I want to use my expose a card, which means you're going to expose one of their 2 cards. You do not get to pick. The opponent doesn't get to pick. The dealer will randomly choose 1 card. Flip it over, they get to see it. Everybody's happy or unhappy. That's kind of the fun part in poker, right? Lifeline tournament is super fun. It's always one of the more popular tournaments in CSOP history. 3 lifelines, that's all you get. When you use to run it twice, it's gone. When you use to phone a friend, it's gone. It's not like you get 3 and you get to decide at the time. Get 1 of each and that's it. That's Saturday at 4 p.m. Late registration, that one till 7, which brings us to the 7:30 time slot. CSOP event number 14, $80 6 max. Regular Saturday special structure, $5 add-on. 25K in chips, 15-minute levels, no antes. This is the true test of the no ante tournament. Might have to change that at some point. It's too good of a structure. 6 max means you will never play at a table with more than 6 players until you get to the final table, which will start with 7, but that's pretty easy. 6 max. It's short-handed. You got to open up those ranges. You got to play some different stuff. The blinds are going to come around that much faster. Really, those middle positions are completely negated. Under the gun kind of becomes a new hijack spot. Fun tournament. If you have a little questions about 6 max, we do a great talk about it on the CSOP overlay, on the overlay episode of the CSOP. I believe it's episode number 103. Listen to that one and check it out. 6 max on Saturday at 7:30. Brings us to Sunday. We're almost home. $300 black chip bounty is event number 15. Starts at noon. Late reg in that one till about 2:45, I believe. $300 black chip bounty. That means you get 40K in chips with your $10 add-on, 25-minute levels, $100 bounty on each and every player. It's a straight bounty term. You knock a player out, you get $100. Benjamins will be flying on that day. And then the last CSOP event of the weekend will be CSOP event number 16. $80 triple stud. Triple stud gets you 20K in chips, 15-minute level, starts at 4 p.m., which means late reg will be until 5:15. Triple stud is stud, stud high-low, and then Raz. Stud is your best 7-card stud hand, high only, and then you play 8 hands of 7-card stud high-low split pot. meaning if there's a high hand and a low hand, you have to qualify, obviously, 8 or lower to qualify for that low hand. And then Raz is the last game that you'll play. And again, you switch every 8 hands. Raz is where you want to try to make the worst hand possible, except unlike deuce to 7, straights and flushes do not count. So the best hand you can make in Raz is ace 2, 3, 4, 5. Straight flush would be, I guess, the absolute banger of a hand, but straights and flushes do not count in that one. Keep that in mind. It's a super fun tournament. If you need help with some of the structure or any questions about this weekend's CSOP events, hit me up in the comment section below. Check out the vlog is up for the CSOP, as well as our podcast has got some great information about the CSOP. We've got 2 seats up for grabs this weekend for our cash game players. 1, 2, and 2, 3 will be run all weekend. Friday is PLO. We will see you this weekend. 5 days of charity poker. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be a blast. We're going to love it. We'll see you this weekend. Bye, everybody.